Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome to the Nashville Stars franchise. The Stars are in the ALCS here in Season 6, and we lead the Chicago White Sox 2-1. In game number 4, we face Chris Paddack, the ace we started with at the beginning of this series. But Chris Paddack falls into trouble right away, giving up 5 runs in the first 2 innings and gives Bradley McDougald, one of the best pitchers in baseball now in this series, a 5-run cushion. But in the 4th, we're not done. Jameson Taillon comes onto the mound and we give him a run. Then we load the bases. An error scores 1. Then a double scores 2. And it is 8-0 here in the 5th inning. Now on to the 6th. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They can barely get on base. They have 1 hit today, but make it 9-0 in the 8th. Bradley McDougald is rolling. Only 2 hits given up. On to the 9th with a 9-run cushion. Make it 10. Look at the offense. Bradley McDougald looking to go the complete game, and he will do just that. A 10-0 victory in game 4. The Nashville Stars, when they get hot, they get hot. It's a 3-1 series lead now. You can just see the history of this series. The White Sox blew us out in game number 2, 13-3. But since then, Nashville's been in control. And for the final closeout game, we will put Troy Quincy on the mound to face Taijuan Walker. Taijuan Walker had a up and down regular season, a 4.56 ERA, 32 starts. He is just pretty much an average pitcher, but he faces our ace. This is his first appearance in the postseason on the mound for Taijuan Walker. So here we go. Willie Adams leads off this game. We will go with our usual playoff lineup. He does ground out to second base, as that brings up Jarred Kelenic, the trade deadline acquisition. He's hitting in the 2 spot and hitting .333 here in the playoffs. He walks. Devers up to the plate. He hits a missile to first base. This one's knocked down and flipped over to Walker, who's covering the bag, and they will get the out at first, saving a base hit. That brings up KFC, back-to-back Silver Slugger Award winner, to the plate here in the 4 spot with a man on second base. He gets a high fastball and gets way under this one. It's popped behind home plate, and no runs doing for Nashville in the 1st. Here comes Max Clark to the plate to lead off the game for the White Sox. He hits one well to right field. This one is gone. A leadoff home run here for the White Sox, and it is a 1-0 ball game in favor of the home team. They are fighting for their playoff lives. And a go-home game for them, win or go-home game for them as we continue this inning. 1-0 now, as that brings up Moncada to the plate. He grounds out to Devers, as that brings up Pete Alonso here with 2 outs. 3-2 pitch, outside fastball, and Pete Alonso hits one away from the shift, and he will beat this one out. And that's an excellent piece of hitting right there, going with the pitch. As that brings up Andrew Vaughn to the plate next, and he will just ground out to first. Easy play for Kerry Doss as he steps on the bag. Doss comes to the plate now in the top of the 2nd inning. Inside pitch, and he turns on it, but just a lazy fly ball to Max Clark in left field. Tyson King to the plate next. He hits one to center field. There's a short fly ball. Luis Robert covers a lot of ground in center field. He gets to that one. On to the top of the 3rd inning. Man on first base for Adams, and you can just see we are not getting good wood on these pitches early on in this game. 2 outs as that brings up Kelenic again. 3-2 pitch. The runner will be on the move on this pitch. High fastball. Ball 4. Okay, we have our first scenario here with a runner in scoring position. That brings up Rafael Devers to the plate. 3-2 pitch over the middle, and it's just a chopper to second. Easy throw will get Devers at first. Nothing doing through the first 3 innings. Nashville's offense has started cold in this one, and Taijuan Walker's pitching a hell of a game so far. Now in the 5th inning, man on first base with one out, and he gets Dante Wild to ground out into the double play. So no offense doing so far through the first 5. That brings up Jarred Kelenic in the 6th inning. High pitch, maybe a little bit out of the zone. He fishes for it, and it's just a fly ball to center. You see our 1, 2, 3 hitters aren't doing anything today, as that brings up Devers 0 for 2, and he does the exact same thing. Fly ball to Robert in center field, and it is still 1-0 heading into the 7th inning. Gary Doss to the plate now with a man on first base here, no outs, and he gets a lovely pitch to hit. Driven deep to left field. Could this break it open? It doesn't. Max Clark at the wall. He reaches his glove up there, and it's just feet away from being a 2-1 game, and the manager has seen enough. Sometimes when you see a pitcher a few times through the lineup, you get to get his number, and that is going to bring in Carlos Hernandez out of the bullpen. He's appeared in 2 games so far, 1 2/3 innings. He's been pretty good. He faces Dom Thompson-Williams, and that one will be ball 4. So now we have a man on first and second, men on first and second, with Tyson King coming to the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. He gets a low pitch, chopper up the middle, and Hernandez snags it, and he elects to go to first base instead of going for the double play. We'll see if that turns out to be a smart play, as that brings up Brian Lacker, maybe our best hitter so far this playoffs and in the ALCS, as he has men on first, second, and third, and he gets a pitch right over the middle. Brian Lacker, a deep fly ball. It keeps going. Home run for Brian Lacker. 417 to center field, and Lacker opens this game wide open. We've waited 7 full innings to get any type of extra base hitting in this game, and Lacker does it with one swing. A perfect swing right there. And Hernandez makes a mistake. It's 3-2 now into the 7th inning. Here's Moncada to the plate. Fly ball down the left field line, and that one will be caught in foul territory, as that one will be the closest the White Sox get in the 7th to getting a run across the plate. As we move into the 9th inning, it's a 3-2 ball game now, while the White Sox do tack on one in the 7th before that fly ball, and they start out the 9th with the base hit here to lead off the inning. Pablo Moya looking for the 1-run save, as that one will be Gavin Sheets with the line drive to center field. Kelenic comes up throwing, and now 2 straight hits to start out the bottom of the 9th for the White Sox. We have to go to the bullpen. We warm up Jack Leiter. We warm up Robert Suzuki. And that brings up Josh Van Meter to the plate. He's already homered versus us in this series, and that will just be a fly ball to Dom Thompson-Williams for the first out of the inning. Scott Kingery hitting in that 9 spot. We were hoping for a ground ball here, but it will be a fly out. So that is going to bring up Max Clark, who I am deathly afraid of to pitch to in this lineup. He has just been a killer so far in this series, and he's one of the best hitters in baseball. And now, with runners on first and second, 3-2 pitch. This one's low, and he barely checks his swing. They say he doesn't go around. Bases loaded. Yoan Moncada comes to the plate once before, the number 1 prospect in baseball many years ago. And we'll see what happens. The first pitch on a 1-2 count will be outside of the zone, outside fastball. And now 2-2. Pablo Moya delivers. Low and outside sinker. 3-2 pitch now. This one will be a tapper right back to Moya. The throw on to first. And the Nashville Stars will go to their 3rd straight World Series. 3-time AL champs here in a row. It's been quite the journey to get back to this moment. And the Stars win it here on the road in just 5 games. A 3-2 victory here for the Stars. Just crazy. Just crazy how we built this team. We haven't even spent a ton of money in free agency. We haven't done any of that stuff. It's just been simply drafting well and developing players. And now we face the Philadelphia Phillies for the first time in a World Series in this series. And they have Shohei Ohtani as their star now. Bryce Harper and Ohtani both signed to huge, pretty much lifetime deals with the Phillies. And that's not all. They also signed Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 seasons ago. It's finally paying dividends. The Toronto Blue Jays, you would have think would get sent into a rebuild, but they haven't skipped really much of a beat as Vladimir Guerrero goes to the Phillies and immediately takes them into the playoffs. And this is going to be a very, very tough series. The Phillies are a deep, deep team. This could be our toughest World Series yet, even more tough than last year's where we lost. So that will do it. And here we go. Could this be the dynasty here that we want? 2 out of 3 World Series would sound great on the resume. We'll have to see. Can the Stars pull it off in their 3rd straight World Series? Hit subscribe. Hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.